A jaw-dropping amount of lost superannuation is sitting in an Australian tax office coffer, awaiting collection this hour. More than $1 billion in about 730,000 accounts. Finance expert Michelle Maynard joins us live now. Michelle, good afternoon to you. Firstly, how can people lose so much super?
It's historical figures, basically. $20.5 billion was lost at 30 June 2019. The ATO has taken a proactive approach over the last 12 months, and they've reunited about $7 billion of that. They're saying between now and Christmas we're going to have another $1 billion. The reason it's lost, people move from employer to employer and basically don't take their super details with them. When this happens, their employer's actually obligated to open a new superannuation account, and therefore people get multiple ones. They're saying 4.4 million Australians have about 6 million super fund accounts, which means multiple fees, multiple insurance policies, which will whittle away the balance. So the ATO is taking this proactive approach and going to be reuniting people by rolling it into an active super account. If the balance is less than $200 or you're more than 65, they're actually going to refund that amount into your bank account. They said that there was one 78-year-old lady who has had $200,000 given to her. She wasn't aware that it was lost.
$200,000. So the government, they will implement change to make sure we don't lose so much super.
Yeah, in the October budget, not only is the ATO now taking this proactive approach, but the government has said from 1 July 2021, your employer is not allowed to open you a new super fund account without first approaching the ATO to see if they have details of an existing one. Now, when you have your super fund account, it's linked by your tax file number, so it would make sense that the ATO should be able to track that down for you. So from 1 July, your employer is not going to open you a separate one, which means you shouldn't have these fees. The government thinks it's going to save us around $30 billion in fees that we pay each year, and hopefully means that it's going to have a return on investment come our retirement time.
And just finally, what's the best way to keep track of your super?
It's MyGov is the easiest way. Basically, through the ATO portal, you can look on there and see what super fund balances you have, and you can actually consolidate them. Word of warning though, while it is easy to do that, make sure you don't jeopardise any insurance policies that you have. Check the terms and conditions before you roll them all into one, because for most people that's the only place that we have our insurances. So make sure you check that. If you want to roll them together, MyGov's the easiest way to see what kind of balances that you have.
Michelle Maynard, as always, thank you.
Thanks, Tomo.